Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Winchester Gaming and Tech, where we're all about finding indie games worth your time. My name is Beck, and today we're taking a look at Step Lightly, a stealth horror game where you play as little Rosa as she tries to escape her abusive home. Your goal is to guide Rosa through a series of obstacles, solve environmental puzzles, and, most importantly, avoid being seen. I was drawn to this game long before I actually played it. The premise immediately caught my attention, but it was the artwork that really stood out. Even from the screenshots, I had a feeling the visuals were going to do a lot of the storytelling, and I wasn't disappointed. The lighting, colours, and overall art direction create a constant sense of unease. As a writer myself, I know how difficult it is to tell a compelling story. Doing that with almost no dialogue is an impressive achievement. The developers have managed to communicate a complex and emotional story almost entirely through what you see, and that's no easy feat. What impressed me most was how effectively the game captures just how small a child can feel in an abusive home. Everything around Rosa is oversized, turning ordinary household objects into towering obstacles. Even crossing a room becomes an intimidating challenge. The game doesn't need lengthy conversations or dramatic cutscenes to explain what's happening. It trusts the player to understand the situation through Rosa's world. The fear comes from feeling vulnerable. Your older sister is watching you, your parents are angry, and every step feels like you might be caught. That constant tension kept me invested from beginning to end. The movement can be a little bit awkward at times. I found trying to climb up on toilet rolls without knocking them over was mildly frustrating, and it took me a few attempts to climb up on the cupboard. Thankfully, those moments were only minor frustrations and never took away from the overall experience. I generally enjoyed the puzzles and exploring Rose's world as she moved from room to room. They weren't especially difficult, but they were engaging enough that I always wanted to see what came next. Considering this was created by a team of students at the Game Assembly in Sweden in just 9 weeks, it's an impressive achievement. The game only lasts around an hour, but I honestly think it's an hour well spent. It stayed with me long after I finished playing, which is something I can't say about every game. Although the subject matter is heavy, it never felt hopeless or unnecessarily depressing. Instead, it tells an emotional story with sensitivity, relying on atmosphere and environmental storytelling rather than dialogue to leave its mark. For me, Step Lightly earns 4 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for a short indie horror game with a strong emotional story and excellent visual storytelling, I think this is the one worth your time. Thanks for watching. If you've played Step Lightly, let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you're looking for more indie games worth your time, don't forget to subscribe to Winchester Gaming and Tech, and I'll see you in the next one.